In Myrtle Beach, you always go at your own pace. Lie out on the sand, lie out by the pool, go boogie boarding, go surfing, walk the boardwalk, walk the marsh walk, golf at one of 90 golf courses, mini golf at one of 50 mini golf courses, fish off a pier, fish from a chartered boat, go shopping, get drinks, eat the freshest seafood. The list is exhaustive, but the experience isn't. You can go all out or do nothing at all. How you relax is up to you. There is so much to do and explore, whether you're traveling with friends, family, or just yourself. With 60 miles of beach, you're going to find your place. If this sounds like what you need, then this is where you belong.
Twisted Tea and Myrtle Beach wholesaler Better Brands Incorporated. Know our consumers enjoy relaxing days on the water with Twisted Tea's original hard iced tea in hand. It's important to remember drink and boat responsibly. Choose to be or designate a sober skipper before leaving the dock. Do it for your family and your friends, your passengers, and everyone else on board. Twisted Tea salutes all sober skippers who take the pledge. Cheers, and we'll see you on the water.
Realtree has always had a connection to the fishing industry and the outdoor lifestyle. In 2016, Realtree expanded on the traditional business of creating the world's most effective camouflage patterns to create a fishing brand and family of patterns designed to connect the woods to the water and strengthen the bond between the two worlds. We couldn't be more excited to be working with the industry's top brands, retailers, and anglers to continue our growth, and we hope that you will join us. Enjoy Realtree fishing patterns inshore, offshore, on the lake, or at the dock. Learn more about the extensive line Realtree fishing patterns, apparel, gear, and more at Realtree.com. Trilogy Outdoors.
All right, folks, welcome to Trilogy Outdoors, and joining us in the podcast studio today. And by the way, Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays. My esteemed partner, Senator Stephen Goldfinch, here in the podcast studio. And
Merry Christmas.
It's trivia time.
It's trivia.
It's trivia time. 3 weeks we've been saying, okay, next week we're going to do trivia. And then, so now we are actually going to do trivia this week. And I picked two stellar individuals to go up against Senator Stephen Goldfinch. And that would be one of our two of our loyal listeners, I will say that. And that's why I chose them. But one is Lucas Williams of Team Long Run and Double Diamond Outfitters. Lucas is joining us, and also the flounder pounder, the number one and only Jason Burton of Murrells Inlet Fishing Charters is here. And hang on, here we go. There we go. Get y'all some applause. There you go. So we've got a great list of questions. They're going to range anything from podcast trivia all the way down to crazy, weird facts and things. Y'all are going to hate me. But, there's some tough questions. But
Rick helped you come up with these questions.
Rick came up with all the podcast questions and did a stellar job. And, Rick would have been my choice to have over here with them because we could have done 3-on-1 to make it somewhat even. But Rick would have I'm not giving y'all that much help, but he's been part of every podcast, so he knows.
He's got home field advantage.
I got a little
podcast trivia.
He definitely has home field advantage.
We listen to it.
Yeah.
He has lived it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's sort of like writing something instead of just reading it,
Yeah, but we're gonna have a blast, and we're coming to you live via a video as well. So
is this our first video?
This
podcast?
is our first video podcast. Everybody wave at the audience out there.
Now everybody knows how ugly I am.
Yep, and everybody has seen the incredible podcast studio, the Trilogy podcast studio here.
We're going to lose listeners now.
No, we're not. We're picking up listeners. Let me tell you why we're picking up listeners. Everybody is all into hearing and getting involved in the Grand Strand Fishing Rodeo. Two of our entrants right here in front of us, and actually a weighmaster and registration location at Murrells Inlet Fishing Charters in front of us. And, we mentioned it last week on the podcast, and then we put a big blast out on social media and had a lot of people sign up last Friday and Saturday. And we've had quite a few fish weighed. And by the way, let me mention that the man in front of me is now leading speckled trout.
Oh, did you weigh a trout yesterday?
Yeah, I weighed one
Saturday.
Saturday during
what was it?
4.09. So.
Ooh, you're getting up there. I'm guessing. We're at the end of the month, right?
We got a week left.
Yeah, so I was going to say I'm guessing somebody's going to be that, but maybe not in the next week.
I would think so. But, yeah, like you said, I mean, the weather forecast is not
Yeah, it's not
really
good.
favorable this
Yeah,
week.
it's blowing and raining for the next 4 days. So
Yeah.
you might pull it off with a 4-pound.
And then
trout.
everybody will be busy with Christmas, and the weekend weather is like what, highs in the 30s here
Oh, it's going to be freezing.
along the Grand Strand. I mean, that's insane. But yeah, the rodeo has really gained momentum, and I'm so glad that I did start off walking and crawling instead of getting straight up running. But man, we've had so many big announcements to make now. So first and foremost, I want to thank Bass Pro Shops for coming on board. Now our monthly winner will be receiving a gift card from Bass Pro Shops for each species. So you'll get that. You're going to get the official Grand Strand Fishing Rodeo hat. You're going to get official Grand Strand Fishing Rodeo shirt. And then you're going to get thrown into the drawing for the grand prizes, which now the grand prizes added something. Hook and Gap Watch Company, an incredible watch manufacturer, and I actually sport one right here. Michael Sims is going to give us one of his watches of the winner's choice that's going to go in the grand prize drawing at the end now, and also going to guarantee a watch for any entrant that breaks a state record in any of our species during that month. In other words, this month, because sheep's head trout, black drum, so forth, so on. If this month in those species, somebody caught the state record, the first person to do it will win a Hook and Gap watch. $700 bad to the bone watch. I mean, incredible. Swiss design. The crystal is incredible on the face. And the coolest part about it is that all the action is on the backside.
Yeah.
In other words, if you're like me and wore your watch playing golf, everything would dig into your hand, but it's on the other side. But these watches are incredible timepieces, so we're happy to have them on board with us as well. And then every week we're going to be having some big announcements with it. But, Jason, you grew up fishing rodeo.
Yeah, absolutely.
You mentioned it before. I mean, it meant a lot to you. You had a good time as a kid. It drove you to get out on the pier and go fishing, didn't it?
Yeah, it did, and that's what we talked about when we heard that it was coming back, and especially you guys were heading it up. That's what I said. As a young kid, you're motivated by a lot of different things, but all my friends fished on the pier, and they would show up with coolers and buckets, and they would have all these stickers on them and stuff, and it was like, oh, what's that? Well, I won this month. And that's what it was, the Grand Strand Rodeo. No matter where you fish, we went surf fishing. As soon as we caught a fish, it was like, okay, this might win. We'd run up to the pier, run to a bait shop, and weigh it in, and we would have competitions amongst ourselves. But I'll tell you, it was pretty neat, even as a young kid, to get your name called, in a banquet setting in front of, a lot of older fishermen and stuff. And it really drove to say, okay, well, we need to fish more. We need to catch bigger fish, and, we're going to school these old guys.
You mentioned last week in conversation you and I were having, you mentioned the certificates.
Yes.
So do you think we need to do certificates? Do you think, we can do it. I mean, it's not that hard, but, I felt like the shirt, the hat.
I still have mine.
You do too?
I still have my I think my dad's got it in his basement now, but I've got a Spanish mackerel certificate from 1992, biggest Spanish mackerel in the Grand Strand Fishing Rodeo.
All right.
Well, it's a different time.
Is that a monthly? Is that for each month, or is that for the overall? Did you get a certificate for winning the overall?
We used to get certificates. They had a standard. Like the way we're doing it now with the 3 fish is perfect. I think that helps. Back then, you had typically it was 1 fish, maybe it was 2, but they had a list. So if you caught, for example, I'm gonna just go off of memory. They had a list of fish, and the pounds. If you exceeded those pounds, you got a certificate whether you won or not.
Oh.
So it was almost like a certificate. Like I believe flounder was 3 pounds. If you caught a flounder above 3 pounds and you weighed it in, they would send. No, that's what it was. If you weighed it in, they would send you a sticker and some other stuff. But
so it's basically like a citation in some states. A citation, a rodeo citation fish.
Yeah.
And then if you won the individual month, then that came with separate prizes. But just like you guys are doing, if you won a month, you instantly went to the banquet. And that was kind of the overall goal was I want to make the banquet. And it was,
We want the banquet. I mean, that's what we really want. I mean, we want people to obviously enjoy the fishing part of it and fish for great prizes, which is what we're trying to and doing a good job of setting up. But we want the banquet to be, I'm calling it Celebration of Fishing Along the Grand Strand. That's what I'm calling it. But we want not only the winners from the tournaments, winners from the species, monthly winners to be excited about coming. We want the general public to be able to also purchase tickets and come. But we also want our partners, our manufacturers, to be able to come and set up. And we want it to be, I've talked to Chase over there. We're going to set a tent up in the parking lot or around the side of the building where, hopefully Z-Man, Hook and Gap, these guys will be able to set up, have some product out there, have their reps out there to talk about it, have everybody go through there,
awesome.
Cocktail hour, look around, and then go inside, eat some food, and get into the fun stuff, drawing prizes and find out who's going to Costa Rica or Africa. But
I do think we need stickers, by the way.
I do too. I just thought about that. That's a great. Oh, I've got stickers coming, but I like his idea. I got to give a big shout out to Surf Signs and Designs. Also, Jason, you deal with them.
Yeah.
Stephen Plemons, Ashley, Adam Justice. So they are making stickers right now for me, just regular Grand Strand Fishing Rodeo stickers. But what I think we're going to do is I'm going to get them to modify and do monthly winner or something, and have those. They'll go with the package. So in other words, those guys that do want to put them on the bucket, because we all love our fishing buckets. That's. Yeah. And whether you're a pier fisherman or a boat fisherman, we all got our bucket that you don't touch. Like, don't mess with a bucket. Yeah. So we'll put those stickers on there. That's a great idea. Great idea.
Yeah. So we'll need 36, right? To begin with, if you're going to have a winter sticker, you need 3 for each. You need 3 for each. No, you need 3 species. You 6.
Yeah,
6.
Chris Baker and I did the math the other day. 9. So basically, we have 11 months right now left because we only had 2 winners in that first month of November. So we have 11 months left, technically. You have 9 species a month, 6 saltwater, 3 fresh. So 9 times 11 is 99.
Okay.
99, yeah.
So we need 99 winter stickers.
All right.
And then I do know this. We start meeting tomorrow with businesses for partnerships, and we are. I'm looking to make. We're looking to add every species, the biggest of the year, coming up with a prize for that as well. In other words, where it does matter. You're trying to win the month, but like Perrin's been blowing me up. Perrin was so nervous that his sheep's head was getting knocked out by Tony's because he saw the picture of it. And I personally thought it was bigger, but it wouldn't. Once it hit the crane scale, it was not. But we want everybody to, try to go get that biggest fish in each species, and we're going to reward those people. With that being said, January coming up, our species are going to continue to be the same as this month, except we're adding in black sea bass for our offshore bottom species, and we're going to do white grunt and wahoo. So our 3 offshore whatever are black sea bass, white grunt, and wahoo. The inshore 3 species will remain: sheep's head, black drum, trout. We'll save flounder till March.
Yeah.
I think we put flounder in March, but we're going to try and rotate between, say, of the 9 saltwater species. Let's try to keep it in like 15 to 16 that we just rotate in and out seasonally.
See, the good thing about that, too, I'm going back to, the way we used to fish. I just think back, one of the months we had pompano as a surf fish. And I remember that we didn't do a lot of pompano fishing. We did, but it was just, but during that month, it was, hey, pompano's this month. So what that did, and what it'll probably do now, is it may force people, let's say if you're a traditional, red fishing guy.
Yep.
And all of a sudden you look and go, well, man, I know a good pompano hole on the beach here. What that does is it'll motivate people to get out and target maybe a different species or something that they wouldn't normally do because they think they can win, or they maybe just want to see if they get lucky.
Pompano will be in June, July, and October.
Yep.
The last month. We Jay and I talked about that on the boat yesterday. June, July, and October. We're definitely putting pompano in there because, again, I think once all the piers get opened back up, you got so many piers that were damaged during the storm. Once they get opened back up, and you've got Surfside Pier eventually, hopefully might be opened up this year. But I think we're going to cater. Those 3 inshore species are going to be fish that can be caught in a boat, on a foot, on your feet, on a pier, on a dock, on a rock, whatever. And then let's don't leave out the freshwater species because I've had several people, including Stalby's Bait and Tackle, Welcome All Outfitters, our two weigh masters and registration over there. But the freshwater, Lucas is going to win brim this month. I'm going ahead and calling it.
What do you have? You got a
He
fish
has
weight?
not weighed one yet.
I haven't even gone fishing.
Okay, we're just going to guess.
It is on my list.
Okay.
I'm going to give it a shot.
Well, that might be the only opportunity because saltwater this month has just been, it's been a blowout for everybody for the last, really for the last like 7 weeks, it's been a blowout.
It has been. But,
Horrible.
You can catch those fish anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere in South Carolina. Anywhere in South Carolina. In your backyard, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I think that's what's really cool about this. Even a 10-year-old kid can get in this tournament and have the same shot that you have going out to the Gulf Stream in a Cape Horn. He's going to stand just as good a chance going in his backyard and catching a brim or a bass or a crappie or anything like that. I think that's really cool about this. I wish I would have known about it whenever I was younger. It would have given me something to fish for.
So you got competition, by the way, Lucas, because I got a text day before yesterday from a listener and an entrant. I don't want to call his name on air. His name's Kyle. Nobody knows his last name, but Kyle and his wife Emily, who are dedicated to winning the brim this month.
Yes, they are. They were Saturday. That Saturday they were blowing me up last week with pictures.
So you better get on it. I think they weighed a crappie.
He's leading the crappie at 0.6 or 6 ounces. He's leading the crappie.
Yeah.
And
the crappies this month too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crappie, brim,
so if you can get
catfish every month.
If you can catch
all
a
those three
crappie bigger than 6 ounces, you can win, which ain't that much.
Nope.
That's not a big crappie. Somebody could win that one pretty easily.
I'll come help you.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you one thing. I watch his pets, and he's got some big pets.
You got some big ones?
They look like little stop signs just swimming through the pond.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got some big pets.
You can win crappie if you had a chance to get out and fish for them in the next days.
Jesse Long, a good friend of ours from up at Blossom and Gas, who I hope are going to be partners in this as well. Jesse last week wanted to go check out his Garmin Live Scope. He'd never been crappie fishing in the Waccamaw River, and took his wife Laura, and they cranked up that live scope, and he went to 3 different creek mouths where he knew brush piles were, and went to the first one and saw like a couple fish that he knew weren't crappie. Never fished. Went to the next one, loaded up. They caught, and biggest was 1.6 pounds. I'm like, dude, you would have.
Yeah, you'd have
crazy.
blown it out.
It's a good one.
He's like, well, can I sign up now? I'm like, no, dude, you got to sign up prior to going fishing.
You can sign up now, but you can't weigh that.
That's right. You can't weigh that fish, and you should sign up now.
So you remember the Indian kayak I found?
Yep.
Canoe, kayak. The Indian canoe I found?
Yeah.
So I went and checked it the other day. The tide was falling, and I thought I might be able to see it. And I pulled up to it. This was a couple weeks ago. I pulled up to it. Couldn't see it yet, but I knew where it was in the water, and it probably still had a foot or two of water on top of it.
Right.
And I saw a crappie swim over the top of it, probably about like that. And I said, aha!
Yep.
Mark it down, baby. Mark it down.
Yeah, you better get into that creek, and it's only going to get better the next month and a half, 2 months. They're just going to start loading up, and I like to target them. I'll throw out 2 or 3 beetle spins, and just slow troll around these areas where I know the brush piles are or treetops that they're in. And as soon as I catch one, turn around and start floating a court with a shiner on it. Yep. So, but yeah, man, it's going to be great. And again, we got to give a big shout out to Visit Myrtle Beach, the Myrtle Beach Chamber, for partnering up with this, for seeing the need for this tournament to come back, and for entrusting us to bring it back and make it bigger and better. And that's the other thing. Like we want to make it bigger and better, but we wanted to make sure we could include as many people as we could. And I think with the freshwater side of it, we've opened that up. And a lot of people don't saltwater fish that live here. They do spend time in the freshwater, so it's great. But you can go to TrilogyOutdoorsMedia.com and register, check out all the information, the rules, and everything else, and get signed up. Don't miss it out. And I'll tell you one other thing. My wife has done an incredible job designing a gift certificate for an entry. And so what a great idea. I mean, don't
That is
that
a
way
good
you for the kids. You know, I mean, I've got a friend of mine, Sabrina Barnhill, Bailey, and her son loves fishing, and so she wants to get a gift certificate for him. So he'll be signed up come December, and I bet that boy goes fishing every day after Christmas to try and get him a freshwater fish in December. But
So how do you get those?
all you got to do is go to email us through the website. Go email through the website and let us know that's what you want. We have to set it up a little different. You can't go to Eventbrite to get the gift certificate. We'll have to run that outside of there. But I can email you the gift certificate.
Can we put them on social media so you can just click?
Oh, we are. Well, yes, but they'll still have to contact me to get set up because it's not going to run through the Eventbrite thing. So,
Okay.
but we can do it, and it's simple. I'll put my phone number out there and everything. We'll attach a link here on how to get in touch with us if you want to do that and gift somebody. Maybe you're not even in the area, and you've got family down here. You want to gift them an entry into the tournament. Hey, it's as Chevy Chase would say, or excuse me, Cousin Eddie would say, it's the gift that keeps on giving, Clark. Like that
Jelly of the Month
Jelly
Club.
of the Month Club.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
so this is a little bit more fun, but it is a gift that keeps on giving the whole year through.
Fish of the Month Club.
The Fish of the Month Club. But all right, so we've come together today to celebrate and to be merry, and quite honestly, for the senator to kick y'all's butt, I think. But as you can tell,
Expectations are too high
No,
here
I-
already. I don't like it.
no. So let's talk about the first annual Trilogy Outdoors Podcast Trivia Christmas Tournament, and really what we've done is Mr. Rick Alston, who we've talked about last week, and actually I think he was on the podcast with us, wasn't he? Last week or a couple
Weeks ago, I think. Yeah.
Rick and I have come up with a list of questions and trivia. No multiple choice. It's all you got to pull the answer out of the air. Everybody's phones will have to be face down when this starts. Everybody will have to have their phone on the. There's no Googling. There's no Googling answers, but we are going to go through these list of questions. And what we're going to do, Steve and I were talking about this beforehand. What we'll do is a show of hands, maybe. Tap on the. You got to tap on the senator's table. That's it. All right, Jason. So when we get going, you'll want to move forward.
Oh, he's got to warm up.
Obviously, your 2 taps count for the team chaos over here, and then we got the team senator over here. So what we'll do is I'll start, and we'll go through the question. We'll do a question, and first one to tap gives me your answer.
You got to be an objective listener over here for who's tapping first.
Oh, I'm going to be
Is he the
visually.
judge?
I'm going to be visually watching.
Okay.
But one thing I did forget, and I'm going to go run over here real quick and grab it, is my score sheet, and there will be a tiebreaker if it comes down to that.
There's not
But
going to be a tie.
there will be a tiebreaker. Lucas, your confidence just is incredible.
Incredibly good.
Incredibly good. Yeah. So let's get everybody, including myself, some sort of writing utensil from over here.
It's a crayon. It'll work.
Yeah, these aren't they?
I think they are. Let me see what we got. That's a Sharpie. Just
Yeah, don't do a Sharpie and write through on this beautiful desk. That'll be your. And if you want to take any notes, hey,
won't be no
if you want to take any notes, feel free.
I got a pencil.
What
I'm
do you need
good.
paper for? We know all the
I was
answers.
kind of wondering that.
So this is going to be
Here we go.
first
the desk.
first to respond, but the writing will be for the tiebreaker.
The writing's going to be the tiebreaker. Yeah, I'm just getting y'all set up.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah, now I'm reaching in here because I didn't get
I
my.
was about to say.
I handed away all my pens. I think I got one in here though.
I'm going to go back to like I used to do in school, and I'm just going to doodle on this one.
Lucas the Doodler.
Hey,
I was a great doodler.
did you doodle to make it look like you knew what you were doing? Because that's what I did. Like I always.
Here, just use that.
Okay. All
I
right.
just
Let me get my score sheet over here set up. All right. So I think ordinarily right now is when you would play some music and stuff, right? Da-da-da-da-da-da.
You can dub it in
All right,
later.
so if we
They already cheered
Go ahead.
for us, Lucas.
Yeah, I know. So if we get it wrong, do you lose a point, or is there no punishment?
There's no punishment for getting it wrong.
Does the other
Person
other
immediately gets
Shot.
a shot at it. Yep. I'm going to go on a long limb and say that there will be 5 questions that are not answered correctly by either one of y'all.
I'm guessing if Rick was involved, he made them like virtually impossible. So I'm guessing there will be at least 5 questions that are unanswerable.
All right, here we go. We're ready over here. And again, folks, if you're joining us via video, what up? All right, so let's see. Where do we want to start?
How do you spell supercalifragilistic?
You get a spelling bee, I'm automatically out.
All right, let me go to Rick's list. Let's start with something easy.
Oh, yeah, right.
Let's go to Rick's list of questions. Where are you at, Rick?
I think they can see the reflection in your glasses.
Nope.
That was too quick.
You know, it's funny. It's funny. I mentioned it earlier. I just said, Rick, please don't send the answers to Steve. And he said, I think Steven said that Rick would have sent them to y'all before he'd sent them to Steven.
Oh, 100%.
All right. Let me get a screenshot of this so I can keep it close by. And then this will be easy for me to do. All right. Let's go. All right. So here, let me go to the bottom. All right. There we go. All right. I'm sorry.
Starting off at the bottom.
Sorry, this is my first time playing game show host, and I had to take a little boy to the doctor this morning, so I'm running a little bit behind. There we go. All right. Now we're in business. All right, let's start off with a All right, so we're going to start off with a question about the podcast. All right. All right, here we go. This is going to go back to episode 1.
Oh, gosh.
Episode 1. Where and what animal did Jim Shockey share as his never-told story? Where and what animal? As expected, the senator has tapped in. All right.
Doll sheep.
You got part of it right so far?
Doll sheep in.
Y'all realize he's just playing this, right? He knows the answer. He's just dragging it out.
Alaska. British Columbia. Alaska. Alaska. I'm going with Alaska. Final answer. Doll sheep in Alaska.
Well, technically, you are correct.
Oh.
Technically, let's hear this.
Let's hear the
Yukon.
official
That'd be a
answer.
pro-
Yukon. Yeah, all right.
Yukon, he's correct.
There you go.
All right.
Yukon, that's
Team
Connecticut.
Senator, 1 point.
Isn't Yukon Connecticut?
Do I get a clap?
Yeah. Oh, hang on. All right.
Thank you so much.
We have our first casualty. All right. We have a point. All right. So here's what these are all worth a point. The last round will be worth 2 points. Okay. So these are all worth a point.
I have you on video here. There's video evidence.
We're in the courtroom.
By the way, English, while you're looking, I just got a text from I got a text from one of our loyal listeners asking if we were going to have hoodies or sweatshirts for sale.
We are. Yeah,
Especially being so cold.
Yeah, definitely. We probably could sell some now, couldn't we?
Yeah. So should I tell him yes?
Tell him yes. We will get hoodies. Right now we're working.
I can't look at
I
my.
would like to file a protest.
I'm not going to look.
The senator was just on his phone.
You can look. You can look. I did not open Internet Explorer.
All right.
Internet Explorer on
That
your
is
phone.
funny right
I'm
there.
backing off of the phone.
All right.
Backing off of the phone.
Next 1 point question. Here we go. All right. Oh, this is a good one. Oh, this is
Great.
This is a good one.
Starting off tough.
All right, goes back to episode 8, I believe. I don't quote me. How many World NWTF Championships does Mark Prudhomme have?
Oh, geez.
Go ahead.
7.
Huh?
27.
No. -1.
There's no punishment.
I thought there was no punishment.
Steven? No, I'm just kidding.
I think I know the range, but I'm not sure if I know exactly.
This one, you got to get it on the head.
You got to get it on the head.
Yeah, this one, there are going to be some answers that I'm going to tell you can get within close.
He's number 1.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with 7.
Oh, 8.
Yeah, I knew it was close.
Hey,
I was
I was
going
thinking
7 or 8.
I had you pegged for slamming the table immediately. I figured you picked up on it.
Well, I mean, I remember us talking about it, but I couldn't tell you if it was 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right.
I knew it was a lot.
Good job, Rick Alston. There you go. And by the way, for those that are just maybe new listeners, Mark Prudhomme, great episode. Mark is obviously 8-time world champion, NWTF turkey caller, creates owl calls, turkey calls, works with the biggest names in the business. But we did have a great time with him at the banquet. All right, let's move on to another one. All right, there's another 1-point question dealing with our good buddy, Uncle Ted. Name of Ted Nugent's newly released song.
Come and take it.
He's fast.
Oh,
This
boy.
home field advantage is not working out for us, Lucas.
Another point for Senator. And yes, that is Come and Take It. And a great song. And you can hear it in episode 3 or 4, 5, maybe it was, where we were with the one and only Uncle Ted.
I need some more clapping, Inglis. I'm not
All right,
feeling
hang on,
like
hang
we're
on.
in the game show mode here. There we go. There we go. Thank you.
Let me give my sound for the other team. All right, here we go. All right, let's do a 2-point question. Here, this is a 2-point question.
All right.
All right.
Is that going to be harder than the
Two-part.
last two?
This is going to be hard. All right, y'all get ready.
All right.
What small, common forage fish of the family Ingrolidae
I don't speak Spanish.
can be found in fresh and salt water and is sometimes eaten out of a can on a cracker?
Oh,
You got it first.
out of a can on a cracker. You threw me off. I knew the answer until you said out of a can on a cracker. Go ahead.
Sardines.
Nope.
Daggone it.
I was going to say, well, it doesn't matter. We're already wrong, so I won't say it.
What were you going to say?
Oysters.
Nope.
Ah.
A forage fish.
Yeah, I was going to go with catfish,
I
but
don't know of any can.
on a can. Yeah,
Y'all
out
are
of a
letting me
can.
down.
Cracker.
Hey, you,
I really, this was one of the few. Oh,
Your live feed just
this is
broke the camera.
this is one of the few that I knew y'all would get right.
I don't eat
Anchovies.
fish.
Ah.
yeah.
Sardines, anchovies. I mean, that's
Yep.
Isn't that the same
thing.
All
class
right,
of fish?
so that's 2 stumped.
See, I had already committed to catfish, and then the can really threw me off
Sardines
on
and
that.
anchovies are different.
Hmm.
Was it you that said sardines?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
are
they're different. I'm sorry. All right, here's another 2-point question. All right, hey, you can pull
take the
tide.
lead right here.
We got it.
You can pull tide.
Oh, we can tie.
Yeah. All right. Sharks are not covered in scales. Those sharp things you feel on their skin are actually tiny teeth. What's the proper name for them?
Oh, crud.
And it-
I almost have it.
Is it baleen?
Nope. Should
Uh,
have waited because I have a hint that I was going to
Ah.
all right, what's the hint?
It's okay. I'm still.
It rhymes with tentacles. This is a good one. Man, I might have done way too good of research on these questions.
We're not talking about the things that sense
Nope.
electricity in
It's
the front.
their skin. When you touch a shark
Yeah,
skin,
yeah, the rough part.
the roughness on their skin, it's actually what it is.
It's it starts with a D. Denticles.
You got it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Wait for the hint. I
Steven
guess.
did not buzz in.
He did not.
Wow.
Denticles.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I had to go way back in that one. It was like
Wow,
somewhere
that's
way
good.
back here.
That is good.
Yeah.
That was a question I thought, they'll never get that.
I had to go way back on that.
Wow.
Pentacles.
Tentacles.
All right, let's go to an easy 1-pointer.
An easy one.
Let's go back to a 1-pointer. Roughly, how many mosquitoes are there? Mosquito species.
Oh, species.
Yeah, how many mosquito species are there? Roughly.
Malarial carrying mosquitoes or just species
Roughly,
period?
mosquito species.
Oh, I'm going to go with 300. A lot.
Not
Do I get to
even,
take a glove?
not even close. Not even close.
You want to take a shot?
Yeah, I was.
I've listened to this podcast like 10 times. So I don't know. I'm just.
Species in general.
It's a big number.
It's a big number. It's a bigger number, yeah.
Yeah.
If you get within
Make sure you
100,
clap in.
if you get within 100,
If I get within 100,
if anybody gets within 100, we'll count it.
1,700.
You were 1,000 off. 2,700.
2,700.
2,700. Another
species
great
of
episode
mosquito.
of
I
Trilogy
love that
Outdoors.
episode.
That's a great episode.
That's my
I-
favorite
I
one.
listened to that one on the way here because I figured some questions from that were going to come.
Oh yeah, I hope there's more questions from that one. I'll get
I don't.
All right.
some of 'em.
Yeah, since we did so good on that one. I
Since y'all did so good. All right,
He's
here we go.
barely out ahead of us. What is he-
All right. All I'm saying is everybody be ready to get their hand close by. This is a 2-point question, and it is fairly easy.
All right.
What is the largest species of snapper?
In the world?
Yes, in the world.
I got.
Who was it?
I think it was Steven.
No,
Okay.
it wasn't.
No,
me.
it was you.
It was you.
It was you.
I got it.
I was just going to say the Kubera.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's what I was.
Oh,
Yes. I was gonna chime in, but I was
Yeah.
like, I kept thinking a lot.
Oh. Just became a 2-point game, folks. Just became a Kubera snapper. That's right.
Yep.
Now, I'm telling you, this is how hard some of these questions are, y'all. I have taken a multiple choice questions,
Ooh, we get multiple choice.
and I have
got
given
this.
y'all no multiple choice.
See,
That's so.
It's
All
always
right,
C.
here's another one. Y'all better get ready to slap. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right.
All right. All right.
Oh, I like that one.
What is the fastest fish in the ocean?
Dadgummit.
Pacific sailfish.
Yes.
Oh
man.
boy!
They can swim up to 68 miles an hour.
All
Yeah.
right.
Fun fact.
Yep.
I
Yep.
was going to
Yep.
protest that question if Steven did not say Pacific.
And I wouldn't have. I'd have just said selfish.
All
so
right.
you would have gotten it.
Currently, we are dead tied at 4-4. We have one 1-point question left. I think no 2 1-point no one yeah 2 1-point questions left. 2 1-point questions left, and then a multitude of 2-pointers. So lots of game left. Okay. All right, Stephen. If there was ever a question that if you get this wrong, you are going to lose your man card with a lot of your friends. You ready?
Okay. All right. I'm ready.
Yeah, that's
Ready to lose my man card.
SCUBA is an acronym.
Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus.
Bam! Got it.
That one
I
wasn't
didn't,
even.
I didn't even.
fair.
I didn't even get to finish the question.
Yeah.
All right, 2 points.
Lucas's speed may best my strength today.
He's fast, by
He's
the way.
fast. He's very fast.
That's Kristen. All right,
I didn't want to go that route.
Oh yeah.
here we go. All right. Oh, here's another one. I mean, I should have wrote S or J and L beside it. Who I think is going to get
How
it.
many points was that last question?
It was 2 points. All right. So here we go.
Lucas doesn't believe you, so he's keeping track.
We are keeping score
Yeah.
here.
Listen to the question.
All right.
The koa tree is endemic to what U.S. state? The koa tree is
Koa.
endemic to what U.S. state?
Hawaii.
Dog it. Yep, that would be Hawaii.
That's the salt tree. The
exactly.
yeah. The one that can drink salt water. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
He just doubled our score. Right
that's
there.
all right. That's all right. Here we go. All right, Lucas. Come on. This is I'm feeling you on this one. Jason, you might have a chance on this one. A commonly salt fish in Minnesota is the Muscalongi muskie, often called the ugly fish. What family of fish are these ugly torpedo-like fish from?
Is that a family?
I think
Yep.
it is.
It's my guess too. I would say pike.
Pike. Yeah.
Bam!
Good one. Nice job.
There you go. Good job, boys. Woo! Hang on. Steven's going to get mad. Y'all got applause.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right, here we go. Oh, boy, this is another. Dude, I'm telling you, I just had so much fun reading through the questions. All right. What critter with an equinish name can move its tail back and forth 35 times?
Seahorse.
Bam! Seahorse.
I was gonna say
Anyway,
horse.
can move its tail 35 times per second.
Wow.
Yep.
That's a lot of moving and shaking.
That is a lot of moving and shaking. All right. So let's do an update on score. We've got 6 for Lucas and Jason. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 for the Senator. Hey, it's a lot better game. You're inside of, I figured it'd be 2-1. You're beating that. All right. Let's go back to one of the 1-point questions here. All right.
This is gonna be a good one.
Yep.
I didn't even, this one slipped past my radar. Of the participants involved in this trivia show, which one is most likely to shoot an animal out from someone else?
Oh my gosh.
Steven,
That's not even fair. That's not even fair.
Wow.
We need applause. We need 2 applause.
Hang on.
That is not even right.
All right, here we
He will
go.
shoot an elk out from under anyone.
I protest that
All right.
question.
Wait a minute. That horn means the next question is worth 4 points.
All right.
This is going to be a
All right.
bonus.
All right. All right.
This is an extra bonus. 4-point question. 4-point question. All right. What is the loudest animal on earth? We're talking about the loudest noise it can make, not the amount of time it makes noises.
Do I have to be specific?
Specific.
Hold on.
I was going to
I
say.
need the
Hold
specifics.
on. I have a question. Are we talking like in decibels? Or are we talking? I don't even want to say this because this will give away my answer. But I think I have it.
It's the loudest. Decibels. Whatever.
Decibels?
It is the loudest.
Creature.
The loudest animal on earth. And not talking about the loudest noise it can make. Not talking about the loudest noise it can make, not the amount of time it makes noises.
Yeah. All right. The answer is going to be whale. Now, the question is, what whale? I'm going to go with blue whale.
Eh.
I can't answer this question.
So I was thinking.
Yeah, you
along your
can.
lines
No, we were
with,
we were joking
with
about
how you could hear a whale underwater from so far away.
Right. Like hundreds of miles.
I'm going
away.
to give a hint.
I'm just gonna say it.
It's not the one that's involved with boat traffic here.
Well, then it would have to be the right whale.
That's the one with boat traffic.
No, I thought it was a hint.
No. I gave you the hint that it's not that one.
And you said
Do I still get
sperm-
an answer?
So nobody got it.
I said blue. I'll take another stab at it
Killer whale,
with no
Huh?
points.
Killer whale?
No.
Nah.
Jason.
Ah.
All right, it's out. The question's done.
Humpback.
You said the answer. You
Well, then
said
we
I'm going to
won.
have to answer a question about a sperm whale.
Ah!
Well,
I didn't know they were that. I didn't know they were.
When
the
you
loudest.
said it, I looked right at you and went,
How did
I
you-
thought he had seen something.
so the sperm whale's got. I figured it'd been
Sperm
blue,
whale
blue
has the
whale.
loudest. And
Yeah.
Crazy.
yep. So hey, 4-point question.
Dang it.
All right. All right, back to the 2-point questions. Oh, this is a good one. I tell you what, folks. I hope y'all are enjoying this show.
This is fun.
I like it.
Me too.
Y'all got to bear with me in my southern dialect here. The largest eyes of any animal on Earth are nearly 11 inches across and have lenses the size of oranges. These eyes are the size of soccer balls and belong to what colossal sea dweller?
the giant squid.
You got it.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm glad we brought Lucas.
That's a good question. That's a crazy. Y'all imagine. Y'all think about how big the eyes are.
Isn't it called? It's not called the giant squid.
It is
right?
giant squid.
Isn't it something else?
Uh,
Devil or
there's a devil's something squid too, but no, giant squid is what the correct answer was.
I've seen one. I don't know if it's called. I don't know if it was
Seen one
formerly a giant squid, but it was a giant squid.
while you're diving.
Yeah, I've seen one underwater.
He come up and look at you.
It no, not really. It was
Kinda
just
passing
sort of like
by.
passing by.
So they are around our waters.
So when you say giant squid, I think of one that's like 18, 20 feet long. This one was like 6, 7 feet long.
Yeah, but still, that's big.
But it was big enough for me to go, holy smokes.
Yeah.
Look at that thing.
And think about the teeth they've got inside that mouth too.
And it was with like 4 others that were like 3 feet long.
Uh-huh.
Like a bunch of these, well, maybe 5. 4 or 5 others that were about that long, and then one that was about 6 foot long. And they were just sort of,
Take a big swordfish to eat that.
oh,
Wow.
crap. It was out at the Georgetown Hole.
All right, so let me go back to 1 point. Let's just see if do we have one more 1 point left? Nope. We've done all those.
What's the current update on the score?
I believe
Current
it was
update
10
is-
to 9.
Is 9 to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 9 to 10.
Who's winning?
Who you think?
Well, I don't know. I just like gave up on that one.
Whatever.
Lucas wailed me.
No fun. No fun intended. All right. Here we go.
I was trying to be punny.
That was funny.
You were trying to be punny. You were funny. All right. Here we go.
A little pithy and punny.
All right, Stephen. This one's for you, buddy.
What?
All right. This is going to be another question where if you get within 2 of this number. You get within 2 of this number, you're correct.
I don't like these already.
How much food does a 600-pound elk consume a day? All right.
If I get within what?
2 pounds.
2
Get within
pounds.
2 pounds.
Okay, I'm going to go with a fully grown bull elk.
600 pound. I'm just saying 600. I mean, they're way bigger.
Okay.
Roosevelt's elks are up to, what, 1,200? 600-pound elk.
20.
There's a formula for the amount that they eat.
20 pounds of grass on a 600-pound elk.
You got it. 18 pounds. The formula is 3 pounds. The formula is 3 pounds
Per 100.
per 100.
Yeah.
All right. How about that? That's a cool fact there, y'all.
I had to do a little math in my head there. Sorry.
All right. Hang on. Oh, you know what that means? That means a 4-point question is coming up, folks. 4-point question coming up. All right. Here we go. Cephalofoil is the formal term for distinctly shaped head of this fish that has 360 degrees of vision.
The hammerhead.
Dang it.
Wow.
What gave it away?
Dang
Not
it.
even the 360, the foil.
Yeah.
And I was thinking like a hydrofoil.
Wow.
Well, cephalopods are the same way.
Y'all, this game just got
Never heard of
close.
that word.
Hang on. 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, 13. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Oh, y'all are ahead.
All right.
Oh, looky there.
Looky there.
All right.
Look at the time. That
Lucas.
concludes our.
Lucas's speed.
At this point, I'm just Lucas's assistant. So
All right.
Besting me.
You're doing great. If you would only went, I mean, dude.
I know. I
said
thought
it.
about it too.
All right, here we go. The Shawnee referred to the elk as wapiti.
Oh, dang it. I was going to answer Rapidi.
Hit the wrong button.
Hang on. Hang on.
No, you don't
hang
get to
on, hang
finish
on.
the question.
Uh,
He already chimed
I was
in.
answering the wrong question. I was going to answer Wapiti.
The Shawnee referred to the elk as wapiti
Yeah.
based on a certain trait in their appearances. What was that trait? An elk. An elk.
In their physical appearance.
In their physical appearance.
Yeah. I don't have
Their
that.
antlers.
Nope. Wrong end.
I don't know either.
Oh, well, what?
Color
Of what?
of their butts.
Why don't you just
What-
give
what
him the
color?
answer next time?
What color is their butt?
Well, it's sort
Hang
of
on,
like,
you got to get it right.
well, it's sort of like a creamy, I don't know, what do you, cream color.
Or white. Yep. White rump.
Cream.
White rump.
Definitely not a correct answer.
White rump.
Well, maybe, Jason, next time we'll just chime in early.
Yeah.
And
then
then
he'll give us
and English will just
Hey,
walk us through it.
I have a hint down for a lot of the questions to help y'all because it's tough.
Okay, so will you give the hint after we chime in?
If y'all will wait, no.
Steven's fast. We got to get
Yes.
going.
All right, here's another good one, Stephen. You and I talked about this not long ago. This is going to be a tough one. How many estimated elk, again, a 2-point question. How many estimated elk were there in the United States and Canada prior to the European settling into our country? And you can, huh?
What?
I'm getting ready to say, you get within 1 million, you can get it right. So now,
Well, that really throws off my answer.
Yeah. C. Is that the answer? Let me highlight C.
17.8 million.
No, that's pretty close to what I was going to answer, but I was going to answer 20 million.
10 million.
Okay.
10
My
million.
original
Fail.
answer was gonna
10
be-
million. Now, that is U.S. and Canada.
My original answer was going to be 2.7 million, until you said get within a million.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, that's probably not.
Yeah, it's not right. So how many subspecies of elk?
Well, there's like a million in Colorado now.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's coming back. Do you remember how many subspecies there are? I can't remember. I was going to – it's not a question, but I'm –
There's the tawny, there's the Roosevelt, there's the Rocky Mountain, and I think there's –
I want to say it's 5 or 9. It's 5 or 9 was the number. It's pretty incredible. I didn't realize it. But the Roosevelt elk is incredible.
oh yeah, it's cool.
Like I'd be scared of a 600-pounder, but a 1,200-pounder.
We need to know that would be a good trivia for next time.
Right.
Name the 4, 5, 6 distinctive species of
That
elk.
would be a good question.
Because I'm only counting 3 in my head right now.
Speaking of a Roosevelt elk, this next question is worth 2 points.
We need some fish questions.
What was, and this is going to be one, hang on. If you get within 20,
God, I hate these questions.
get within 20.
Why?
This is just
What was the largest non-typical elk rack ever scored? Denny Alstead harvested this elk after purchasing a 6-figure government tag and hired a guide to track the bull in Utah. They had been watching the bull. It's a really cool story. If you go to Boone and Crockett's page and read about it, they've been watching the bull and seen it several times, and nobody could get it within. He ended up getting it within 180 yards when he finally harvested it.
A 6-figure tag.
I'll take a stab at it.
Yep, go ahead.
I got to get within 20, right?
20.
I'm going to go with 440.
Just a bit outside. Y'all want to take a shot? I mean, you can't.
I was going to say maybe about 480.
Got it.
Got it?
478 and 5/8.
that's stellar right there.
Good
All
guess.
right,
Good
2-point
guess.
question.
Good
All right,
job.
so
Good guess, man. I
Yeah,
did a project.
you knew it.
that way.
Dead on.
let
You knew it.
me do a real quick
I
rundown
got a question. So he purchased a tag from the government.
for 6 figures.
Yeah, governor's
How-
tags.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that.
The governor's tag, it's a Western thing. You can purchase special tags for special locations.
Okay.
They do it a lot with bighorn, desert bighorn. They do it with
So it wasn't for that particular elk. It was for the region that
yeah.
elk lived in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're like, they'll open up a hunt in a national park one day. Like they wouldn't ever do it in Yellowstone, but as an example,
Right.
you can purchase a governor's tag for $500,000 to go hunt Yellowstone for a week, and that $500,000 goes to elk habitat restoration or whatever.
That's awesome.
So you pay big money to hunt in primo areas.
Yep.
And really wealthy people will do it. But they'll buy. There's a governor's tag for Goulds, by the way, in Arizona. Which
Goulds?
yeah, for Goulds. I think there's Arizona and New Mexico has a Goulds governor's tag, and they're not really all that expensive. I mean, they're expensive, but not really all that expensive. If you don't want to go to Mexico and get kidnapped by cartels and whatnot.
Oh, it's not that bad. I had a friend that happened to him one time.
Yeah, it could be worse.
He was guarded with he said it was like a 7 or 8 year old kid
Yeah.
outside of his cell with an AK-47.
Oh, wow.
Probably didn't even work.
That guy would be, man, he's got some stories that y'all would love to hear from hunting around the world.
When he was Goulds hunting, he got captured.
No, he was white-tailed deer hunting in Texas, I believe, and went over the line, and it was something to do with his ammunition for why he was arrested,
Right.
I guess you would say. And maybe I know somebody that went and broke him out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, all right, so here we go. We are now down to 4 questions. And
This guy was also in a plane crash in Alaska whenever he went hunting, or in Canada or somewhere, and spent 28 days on the side of a mountain.
wow.
28 days.
You know this
Wow.
guy?
I know him well.
Oh, wow. Well,
He'd be a good one.
that says a lot about the people you hang out with. Jason, we might need to reevaluate.
Yeah, outdoors. Outlaws.
You know what that means. 4 points on this next question. All right. Let me pick out good one here. All right, here we go. It's an easy one, y'all. It's an easy one. I'm telling you, get your hand ready. All
4
right.
points.
A fish's dorsal fin is located along its spine. What corresponding adjective starting with C describes a fish's tail fin?
What corresponding
Is it a fin?
Adjective. Adjective.
Okay, adjective.
Adjective, sorry. Adjective. Starting with a C describes a fish's tail fin. What's the technical term of the fish's tail fin?
Tail.
That's the question. Nope.
I'm drawing a blank.
It's got a name. I can see it right now on the fish diagram. Looking at it. Yep. Come on, somebody. All right, I'm going to give a hint that I did not have down here, but I'm going to give it. There is a reef out of Little River that's named after a guy whose name is identical to the name of this fin. The biggest reef out of Little River. Their 3 Mile Reef.
Jason.
I know. I'm like sitting here. I'm like,
Their 3 Mile Reef is named after this individual. 4-point question.
I can't do it. I'm trying to see it in my head.
I knew you would have this one.
I can't do it.
Well, just go through and name use your mind and think about all the fins. What they're the dorsal, the lateral or whatever, the anal,
Pectoral.
just
Pectoral.
pectoral, and then what do they call? What does everybody call the tail fin?
it starts with a C.
Starts with a C, and there is
Is
a
the C
reef.
silent?
Huh? The nearshore reef, the nearshore reef out of Little River, the 3 Mile Reef, is Jim something.
Calder.
Nope.
It's C-A-U-L something. C-A-U-L-D something.
Caldwell?
Nope.
Dadgummit.
I don't know.
Cold.
All right. Time's up. You were all over it, dude.
Yeah, I can almost.
Caudal fin.
Dadgummit, I had it.
Caudal fin.
It was in there somewhere.
I can't believe I'm stumping y'all with these. All right,
had it.
All right, so let's get a rundown on points. Lucas, you got it over there. I got 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, 13, 15 for Jason and Lucas. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Ooh.
We're in the lead, buddy. Oh, you're in the lead.
I have this 15-14, don't you say?
15, 14, that's it.
All right.
Now.
I got to get serious here.
All right, let's see.
Turn my game on.
All right. Wow, hang on. We might be down to. Oh, no, here we go. What am I thinking about? Oh, we got 3 questions left. 3 questions, y'all.
We got this.
We got 2 2-pointers and a 4-pointer. The grand finale. Actually, no. The grand finale is going to be the grand finale question is I'll explain. It's going to be a little different. All right, but here anyway. All right, I'm definitely no Bob Barker.
The price is wrong.
So what family of some of the largest birds include mute and trumpeter species and has jagged teeth?
No, it was him.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Steven.
Yep.
All right. Anyway, it is the swan, and they do have the mute and the trumpeter, and you can get tags in North Carolina to harvest them.
Yep.
You cannot shoot them in South Carolina. All right. So this is our last 2-point questions. Now, there's going to be I'll just tell you that the last question, there's going to be a possibility of a lot of points. So for somebody, and you two get to put your head together. So y'all, it's the two of y'all. All right. So here we go. Where's that other one at? I'm trying to find them here. I'm sorry. Well, I know there was 2 more, right? There's my last
I
question.
think we can just call it a day.
Yeah, we can call it right now.
Y'all would like to. Y'all would like to. All right, here we go. This one is. This was another one I said nobody will get right. Trepanging is the harvest of what elongated, leathery Pacific creature that you probably don't want to put in your gyro?
In your Euro?
What is? Well, I'm not going to say what is a euro. I was just going to say
A gyro is a sandwich, but you
A Euro.
I was going to say
euro.
an eel.
gyro. Huh?
I
Gyro.
was going to say an
No.
eel.
Trepanging is the harvest of what elongated, leathery Pacific creature that you probably don't want to put in your sandwich. So think about a creature whose name would be something that you would want to put in a sandwich.
You wouldn't want to put it in a
No,
sandwich.
you
Would or
wouldn't
you
want
wouldn't?
to. But the name would make you think that it would be something you'd put on a sandwich.
Hang on a minute now, because this is messing me up. I had an answer, and then I thought you said do not put it in your sandwich.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to put this one in your sandwich.
So the name is similar, but
The name is similar to something that people put on sandwiches.
The name is similar to something you would put on a sandwich, but you would not put this on a sandwich.
No. No.
God, that's such a weird clue.
I know,
It's messing me
Hey,
up.
Trust me. I mean, if you'd have seen the other three options to go with it, I mean, it would have made it a little bit easier. But since I'm not making it multiple choice, since y'all are so smart, trepanging is the harvest of what elongated, leathery Pacific creature you probably don't want in your sandwich.
Sea cucumber.
God almighty, dude. I knew you'd be the one to get it.
Nice.
I knew you'd be the one to get it.
they had some kind of hand signal.
All right, so here we go.
No, there was no hand
There
signal.
was no hand
It just
signal.
needed
That's a
it needed
good
to
one.
resonate
That's
there.
a good one.
I needed
That
to
is-
marinate on it for a minute.
That is awesome right
Good
there.
job figuring that one out, because I don't think you knew that one. I think you figured it out.
I didn't. I needed to marinate on it for a minute.
No pun intended. I was going to give out. I was going to give out the that you could in essence make pickles out of it as a tip, a clue. All right, so we're down to one, y'all. We're down to one, and this one is.
What's the score, by the
This
way?
is a
17,
17
16.
to 16.
Y'all.
Yeah.
Okay.
this is a what is
Pressure's on.
17, 16?
Yeah.
So this is a 4-point question.
So it's winner take
I actually
all.
no. This is the first part of this question is 4 points. The first part of this question is 4 points.
So there are multiple parts.
Right, that's right. Now here's the deal: you're each going to get to answer it. You're each going to get to write down, list your answers. Okay. So you got to give me an answer first to start off with.
This
All
is
right.
the final?
You've got it. This is final. This is it, y'all. This is it.
So
Y'all
we're
are doing
writing
so
these
good.
answers down,
Yep.
right?
We're gonna work
You're
together
going to
on
end
this.
up writing down. All right. So how many? This is the first part of it. How many native species of ducks are there in the United States? Is part one.
We have to get it exactly.
Nope. You have to get within 3. Within 3.
What?
Native species of ducks in the United States.
Yep. All right. Get within 3. All right. And then I want you to name.
Hold on.
And
Question. Are we talking ducks or fowl? Just so I'm.
no geese, no swans.
no
all
geese,
ducks.
no
Yeah.
swans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you add them in, the number's a little bit bigger. So how many native species of ducks are there in the United States? And then name and list. Here we go. As many as you can.
Oh my gosh,
All right. Here we go.
dude, are you
Coming
serious?
from a world-class hunter.
Yeah,
Here we go.
exactly.
So what? Hang on a minute. I need to understand. We get points for each one we
You
list.
get a point for each duck you list.
How long do we have to compile?
This is gonna take a
list?
while.
I am timing it right now. You have 2 minutes. 2 minutes. All right, folks. Listen, once again, been an incredible show today, and best of luck to our 2 competitors in this final question. But visit TrilogyOutdoorsMedia.com. Check out all of the information that you need for the Grand Strand Fishing Rodeo, as well as tune in and check us out on Southern Language Radio Show on Saturday mornings on the Gator 107.9.
Hey, you know he can hear you.
And you can also pick up Trilogy Outdoors magazine or visit and read it online at our website. And you guys have done really well. Again, I think we're down to a 1-point game going into this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, 13, 17. 1-point game. 1-point game. So this is a big question. And we are now closing in on 45 seconds. All right. 17 points. 16. All right. Make sure you click, like, share. Make sure you bring us everybody. And listen,
Right?
we want to wish merriest of Christmases, happiest of holidays, safest and most wonderful of New Year's to everyone out there. And get outdoors. Email us. What a great time. All right.
Sorry, Tyler.
9 seconds. 9 seconds. 9 seconds. Get ready. There we go. All right. Put 'em up.
I know
Put
that's.
them up. All right. All right. Here we go. Let me get my
I got 17.
All right.
Oh, you got me. I don't have that.
We're going to let the senator
30,
hand us.
4, 5, 6,
The senator has handed me his first. All right.
13, 14.
The senator did not get the first question, the first part. I see that you already did get it right.
What was the answer?
29.
29.
What did I have to have?
33. You needed to have 32.
Dadgummit.
All right. So
It's
let's
going to be close.
So here we go.
So how many points do I get for
The
that? Do I get
senator-
a point for each one?
A point for each duck now.
right.
The senator has mallard, the woody.
He's got us.
He's got a harlequin. He's got a longtail. He's got a widgeon. He's got a pintail. He's got a black-bellied whistler. He's got a Mexican tree duck. He's got a canvasback. He's got a redhead. He's got a merganser. He's got a golden eye. He's got a green wing, blue wing, cinnamon teal, black duck, a mottled duck. So he's good. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 points. 17 points for a grand total of 33 points. All right. Now, let's hear your sheet.
All right. I got 29, as you saw I wrote up there at the top. No, that was for the.
Okay, yeah, you got the 2 points for the 29. So there, you got that.
All right. And then I have mallard,
Yep,
the lesser scaup, the greater scaup,
yep,
bufflehead,
yep,
wood duck,
yep,
green wing teal,
yep,
blue wing teal,
yep,
cinnamon teal,
yep,
canvasback,
yep,
pintail,
yep,
gadwall,
yep,
surf scoter,
yep,
white wing scoter,
yep,
golden eye,
yep,
mergansers,
yep,
black duck,
yep.
and then I ran out of writing. But I could keep on going with mottled
Let me
duck.
see. Yep.
But I couldn't write it.
You can keep on going.
All right, here we go. This is it. So we've got. Well, wait a minute. Y'all were leading. Yeah, okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, my gosh.
Plus
16.
Plus the 2.
Plus the
Plus
2.
the 2. Yeah.
You still got us, but
35 points. They win by 2.
All right. I'm going to come clean.
17, 19.
I'm going to come clean. This is a tie.
it is a tie.
Why is it a tie?
Because the last 2 that I wrote were after the buzzer.
Oh.
Oh.
He's right.
I'm being honest. So take 2
Oh.
points away
So
from
we
us.
really do have a tie?
We have a tie.
Of all those questions?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all, come on. We can't end on a
We
tie.
need a sudden death.
I wrote
question.
him
We cannot end on a tie.
I wrote him after the buzzer.
We cannot end on a tie. Hang on.
Look up a new question.
We
need
cannot
one
end
more.
on a tie. I mean, timing was perfect and everything. We cannot end on a tie. Hang on. All right. We cannot end on a tie.
What's the odds of that?
I don't know, man.
There's no way that we end on a tie. Hang on.
Oh, man.
Hang on. I can't go into there. Hang on.
That was pretty
So-
good. That was a pretty good one. I mean, that gave everybody some time to write some
Yeah.
points down.
Whenever whenever he was talking there,
Yeah.
it really just took my focus away from writing. And then whenever he went to, I just couldn't think anymore.
We'd
All
have,
right,
we'd
hang
have
on.
caught you on camera
Yep.
if the camera hadn't died.
Camera died.
Like 30 minutes ago.
Well,
You were
this
by
one,
far the duck expert, so I figured you would have had that one.
well, I'll tell you what. I am going to come up with a great question right here. This is a good one. Oh,
The
boy.
reason I know how many there are, just a few days ago, I was laying in bed and there was a thing on the internet, like a poster of all the ducks, and people were marking off how many they've killed
Yeah.
out of them all. And I started putting mine together, and that's how I had that one.
All right. Y'all, this is it. Now, here's what we're going to do.
Sudden death.
It's going to be the first person to tap the table is going to get to take a guess. But it is going to be the closest to the number.
I hate
Oh.
these.
Oh, this
It
is
is
like
gonna-
The
It is
person
gonna-
who taps guesses first.
I hate these
It's
questions.
going to be
Maybe
the
we should just
closest
Write
to
the
it.
number down.
home field advantage. We should get 2 answers. He should get 1.
Yeah.
I hate these answers.
All right, here we go. This is a good one. This is reaching.
All right.
How many species of honeybees are there? Closest wins. So everybody's going to get to take a guess. How
I'll
many
guess.
species? How many species of honeybees are there?
And the closest wins.
Closest
You
wins.
mean
Because I know
bees that
we're
make honey.
bees that make
just
honey.
bees.
How many species?
I'm going with 9.
Saw the reaction, so it's got to be in that range.
Are you good with that number?
I can't answer anymore, so
You probably
you don't need to write it down.
We win.
Dude, I cannot believe this. This is absolutely amazing. This is amazing. This is why I knew this thing was going to be incredible.
It's a 9.
It's 8. You missed it by 1, and I'm thinking, oh, these two are going to say 450.
No, I was thinking 8.
What a great game.
And then
Oh, man.
whenever I was thinking
Big
8,
round.
this is a random guess. all right?
Congratulations.
Big round of
Congratulations.
And then whenever Steven said that and you went like that, I was like, man, it's either 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Or
You got
10.
two
I
choices, 'cause
can't
all we got to do is be
go-
closest.
I can't
Wow.
go with what he chose. So
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
total.
What a great competition. Y'all did good, all of you. I can't believe we had 4 questions total that the answers were not, nobody had the answer to. But, man, what a great time.
That was
Hey,
good.
I enjoyed it.
That was a lot of fun.
No doubt. Hey, listen, it's nice to be a part of Team Long Run. Glad to know Trilogy Outdoors and Grand Train Fishing Rodeo will be sponsoring it on the side of the boat. When's your first tournament?
January 13th,
And that's in Key West, right?
West Florida.
Yeah. And you're going to be heading to Florida next week again. No, you're heading to Florida tomorrow again.
Tomorrow, yeah. So we're
For
going
Christmas
back,
with the family.
Yeah, we're going to the Keys for 10 days. So
They have kingfish in Key West.
Man,
Who would've known?
I don't know if it classifies as Key West where I've heard we're going to fish at.
No, they got to fish like
Got to go a
way
long
away.
It's
ways.
a long run.
Don't make the mistake of crossing over into the Bahamian waters.
yeah,
No, we're headed the other way.
No, they would be
Headed
more or less
west.
fishing. They're going to.
Gulf side.
No, they're going. Yeah.
I think-
If I'm not mistaken, they're
I think
going.
we can stop and get lunch in the Dry Tortugas
Yeah.
on our way.
That's
there.
right. They're supposedly is where they fish is
But I'll tell
around
you
the
what I
dry
think.
Tortugas.
but
So
it
everyone-
normally takes like a 60-pounder to win that tournament.
Yeah, if you want to win, you have to go there. But if you want to, it's going to take a 60-plus to win the tournament. If you want to catch a quality fish, which will do you good for the year,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of bait right there in Key West, not far out of the channel there in Key West, and there's some decent fish that hang around there from what I've heard. You're likely not going to win the tournament from there. You are probably going to catch a 45 maybe. If you get lucky, maybe a upper 40s or a low 50s, which will that will do you some good in the year-long tournament. And you're also not going to have to run 117 miles or whatever it is one
Yeah.
way.
Well, let's hope you get to hear a lot of this, and I hope that in the next week the senator gets me set up to go do a lot of this.
Hey, are you taking your boat? Whose boat are you taking?
We are.
Your boat?
Yep.
What's the range on your boat?
Man, I don't know yet. I can hold 325 gallons.
Okay.
Conservatively, you could probably get 1.5, 1.6 if you're
Taking it real
taking
slow.
it easy.
Yeah.
But if you want to put it on the wood, you're looking at 1 mile
Yeah.
per gallon. So
Yeah.
we could go there and back
Yeah.
without fishing while we're there.
Yeah.
Right.
So maybe we
Right.
could drift while we're there. But this time of year, the weather down there is always pretty gnarly from what I've heard. As
Yeah.
far as offshore, it gets pretty nasty. So so that's going to help us save fuel, I guess you could say, because we won't be able to run wide open in 4 to 6s.
Bait of choice down there, blue runners or hardtails. Is that what they call them?
Yeah, hardtails, goggle eyes.
Yeah, goggle eyes and
Spanish
hardtails.
mackerel. But the bait of choice, I will reveal our bait of choice. I will reveal it
After. There you go. That's perfect.
podcast.
And Lucas, what Team Long Run will be competing in is the new televised King Mackerel Tour, Meat Fish Mayhem. They'll be fishing 9 events? 6?
It's 5.
5
The
events.
Meat Mayhem is 5. It's
Yep.
going to be it's going to air live on the Discovery Channel
Yep.
in the fall of next year, 2023.
And the championship is in Biloxi.
Biloxi,
Yep,
yeah.
we fished there. Then we fished Charleston, which we're really excited about. We get to fish Charleston in the summer in July.
The week after Hooked on Miracles.
Despite my performance in Hooked on Miracles
Yeah.
last year, where we weighed a 9-pounder, we're excited about that. We know where some fish are that time of year. Last year we didn't go there. Came back to bite us. But and then we go to Southport, Morehead City in September. So not quite whenever those big 50s are there all the time. But there'll still be some good fish to get caught there. And then the top 30 teams qualify for the championship in
Biloxi. Yep. And I'll go with you, and I'll hang out at the casino while y'all fish.
And if it's rough, I believe you can go fish, and I will hang out at the casino. Because I heard it was
it's a long
pretty
run.
nasty last year.
Yeah, that's another craziness.
Yeah, it's about 90 miles to where they fish from there.
All right. Well, best of luck. Jason, anybody wants to get a charter gift certificate last minute, they can go to MIF. How do they get it? Call?
Easiest way is just give us a call.
All right.
843-798-9100 to get those holiday.
It's basically $200 off a trip, right?
Yeah, it's $200 off. So
Yeah.
it's kind of our way of saying thank you, to our loyal customers and stuff. We give them the opportunity to give gifts and give stuff, even if you're going to, book a couple trips, down the road.
Save your money.
Save
Save yourself money. Yeah,
Might
definitely.
need a little
So,
extra money.
Murrells Inlet Fishing Charters, go visit their website, check it out. Definitely worth it. And come down and if you're not from the area, come down and stay with us and visit us. We love guests that come here. Don't forget Grand Strand Fishing Rodeo. Get signed up. But Senator, do you have any parting words?
Thank y'all. Enjoyed the game, and redo's coming my way.
Yeah.
1 point.
We are
That's
gonna
crazy.
relish.
Yeah, y'all can. Yeah, y'all definitely deserve. I tell you what, I'm completely flabbergasted at how this ended up.
And you, Captain E, moderator, you did a great job. I'm going to make one request for next time, though.
What's that?
Less of the guessing number questions and more, so I don't like guessing numbers.
I know. Hey,
but you did a great job.
and you did a great job. You only missed it by one. I mean, you think about it. I mean, you only missed it by one, and then I guess maybe my facial expressions kind of changed the whole guess that they were going to have over there. But he had already written down.
I was going with
He had
8.
written down 8.
Yeah, it was fair. It was very fair.
All right. Well, listen, make sure you like, subscribe, share, send all your friends over here, and we will be back one more time before 2023 to visit with you. But y'all have a very Merry Christmas and love on your family, and hope Santa's good to you. And I can't wait for the elf to leave. I know most of you family, parents out there are the same boat as I am. Cannot wait to see that elf fly back home on Christmas morning. So we'll be back next week, folks, and we'll be covering everything fins, fur, and feathers. Trivia doesn't matter. You'll find it right here on Trilogy Outdoors Podcast.
Trilogy Outdoors Podcast is a product of Trilogy Outdoors Media. All views and opinions of our hosts and guests are not necessarily those of our sponsors. Trilogy Outdoors is produced and edited by Trilogy Outdoors Media. Be sure to follow us on all the podcast platforms as well as our social media pages on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And also, don't forget our other brands, Southern English Radio Show and Walk 'em All Outdoor Magazine. To find more information, visit TrilogyOutdoorsMedia.com. And remember, if it's anything dealing with fins, fur, and feathers, you're going to find it right here on Trilogy Outdoors.